morning, everyone. Welcome to my channel. It's Meredith Hawk from meredithhawk.com, and today is day number 10, which is amazing. I'm so excited that you've joined me. I am going to be talking about boundaries and energy vampires and what we can do to protect ourselves and our mental well-being. So this week, as I've mentioned before in previous videos, I am going over strengthening our mind and our body. And so for the first half of the week, I'm going to pay attention to the mind and why it's important for us to strengthen certain different areas of our mind and our mental capacity. So if you haven't seen my other videos, go check them out. An energy vampire is someone that consistently sucks, thinking of a vampire, sucks the energy or our mental well-being, our positivity out of us. And when we get off the phone with them or we walk away from being in their company, we just feel drained and we feel like we need to reboot, or that we're angry, or any negative feeling that comes out of the situation. And sometimes it's very easy to spot an energy vampire, someone who's consistently angry or has road rage all the time or is always bitching about someone, maybe someone in your office, you go to get coffee in the little cafeteria room and someone's always, gossiping, or you just leave the room feeling icky. Those are kind of the very obvious energy vampires. But there's also a set of energy vampires that can be not so obvious, and those are the ones that we also want to be aware of and protect ourselves from as well. Because as we're living this life of abundance, we want to make sure we are maintaining our positivity and our gratitude and our happiness. So that is a big component of this 30-day course that I'm doing. There is a great resource available to us. It's a book written by Judy Orloff. She explains to us what energy vampires are, the different types of them, and how to protect ourselves from each of those different types. So I'm just going to briefly go over them, and I really recommend, I'm going to put the link below, I recommend you getting the book and reading through it in more detail. Here we're just going to go over it real quick. So the first one we have is the narcissist, and as a narcissist, it's easy to, think of someone always thinking about themselves and being, super, everything's about me, what have I done, and you're constantly in their world. They're not giving you anything back or giving you any support, right? Number two, we have the drama queen. We all know someone who's a drama queen, constantly has an issue in their life, constantly is complaining, gossiping. Number three, we have a passive-aggressive person. You might know someone who is angry but has a smile on their face, can give little digs. Oh, I'm just joking, right? Those type of people where they're putting out the negative energy or pulling your positive nature from you, but doing it in a way that they're trying to show that it's good natured, right? Great. Number four is the fixer-upper. And these are the people that constantly have something wrong with them and need your help, right? They're giving you confidence, they're building your confidence by coming to you, asking for your help, but they're constantly doing it. Oh, my husband is doing this, what should I do? Oh, I don't feel good, what should I do? And after a while, constantly fixing their problems can be very draining, right? And they're also not worried about you or your well-being. And number five is the guilt tripper. And, sometimes we think of a mother or mother-in-law that wants you to do something and is constantly guilting you into doing it, right? And it doesn't have to be a mother, but that, that's kind of a stereotype. Constantly, making you feel bad if you don't do something or you don't make a decision, or, and that can be very draining, and it could really knock you off your self-confidence foundation. So those are the 5 types to look for. When I say creating a boundary, I'm not saying, living in a bubble and staying inside and just totally ignoring these people, but you have to make it a priority that you are worthy and that you are beautiful and you have a strong position in this world and that you deserve the best. And by having these people have a major part in your life can be damaging to yourself, and you're doing no one else any good if you're damaged goods, right? So we need to think about that, and we need to hold these people at arm's length, right? So if we're getting the call from the person who's constantly complaining, and you get off the phone and you're just like, ugh, not again, right? Maybe we could instead get on the phone with them and say, hey, how you doing? Keep it nice and short, and make an excuse to get off that phone right away. Or right in the beginning say, hey, I just wanted to invite you this, and this. I only have 30 seconds to talk. I got to pick up my kids. Make sure you get off the phone before they go down that path. Set up the boundary before you see or hear from the people that are sucking that energy out. You have to be conscious about it, right? And so before you even get into the conversations, before you step into their household, because some of these people can be very close family members. They could even be someone in your home. So we need to learn how to set up boundaries and do that before we even get into the situation. And I find that doing it beforehand is crucial. Having a plan in place is crucial in the beginning, until you learn how to keep people at a distance that have that negative energy. I hope that you will take a moment to check out Judith's book. It made a tremendous impact in my life. I read it about, I would say, 13 years ago or so, when I was going through a situation in my life where I felt like I didn't have a lot of support. And reading her book really putting to use a lot of her suggestions made a huge difference in my life. So I always recommend it highly. And I find it very easy to get. It's always in a Barnes & Noble. I always see it. When I see the book, I always kind of put a smile on my face, because I really am grateful that I read it. So I wanted to share that with you. I hope you enjoyed this. Please give it a thumbs up if you did, and subscribe to my channel, and I thank you for your support. Cheers!